In 2025, the word haunted doesn't just belong to abandoned houses, graveyards, or cursed objects. It belongs to something digital, something virtual, something you can't touch. But once you experience it, you may never come back the same. They call it the haunted server, a forgotten VR chat room buried deep in the endless sprawl of the metaverse. A place that looks like any other abandoned digital lounge, but is whispered about in online forums and underground communities as something much darker. According to the stories, this isn't just another creepy pasta or ARG. This server doesn't just scare you, it changes you, and for those who have gone too far inside, it doesn't let go. Welcome to the most haunted place of 2025. It starts, like most urban legends, with a strange invitation. No one knows exactly where the link comes from. Some say it appears in Discord groups without anyone posting it. Others claim it randomly pops up inside Metaverse hubs as if injected into the code. It's always the same. An invite with no sender labeled with nothing more than 3 characters, Delta 13. Curious players join, expecting an abandoned VR space. At first, that's all it seems. A small digital lounge floating in the void. 4 gray walls, a flickering neon sign with no text, a few broken couches. It looks unfinished, like some forgotten test environment left to rot on the servers. But the longer you stay, the more you notice things that don't add up. The lighting never stays the same. Sometimes it feels too dark. Other times, so bright, it hurts your eyes. The sound isn't silent. It's filled with low murmurs, like dozens of people whispering just out of reach. And then there's the avatars. You'll see other users in the room. They don't move much, they don't speak. Sometimes their models are distorted, elongated limbs, missing faces, broken textures. If you approach them, their heads slowly turn toward you, their blank stares locking onto your avatar until your headset glitches. Try to speak, and your microphone will cut out. Try to leave, and your VR headset freezes. But the real horror begins after you log out. Users report hearing faint whispers, even without their headsets on. Shadows move in the corners of their rooms. Some swear the avatars they saw inside follow them into other VR games. A figure with the same glitchy body will appear in random lobbies, standing silently at the edge of their vision. And the longer they play, the worse it gets. Insomnia, paranoia, panic attacks, and in the darkest cases, psychosis. The legend says that some players who spent more than an hour inside Delta 13 never came back. Families reported their loved ones acting strange, muttering nonsense, scribbling symbols on walls, screaming about faces in the static. One chilling detail repeats across multiple accounts. Every victim describes the same phrase whispered into their ears inside the server: "You shouldn't be here." Skeptics dismiss it as nothing more than a well-made creepypasta, a digital ghost story designed to scare curious VR explorers. But there are fragments of truth that make the story harder to ignore. In January 2025, a Reddit user under the name Zero Signal claimed they found the Delta 13 link while digging through expired VR chat invites. They streamed their experience for proof. At first, it was uneventful. A gray room, broken textures, a few silent avatars. But halfway through, the stream began to glitch. Frames skipped, the audio warped, his voice stuttered like a broken cassette. Disconnected, and the stream went black. He never posted again. Another case appeared on TikTok when a user named Luna uploaded a short clip claiming she found the haunted server. She laughed it off at first, treating it like a scary meme. But in her final video, her expression was different. Eyes wide, shaking, saying, "I can hear them whispering even when I'm not online. I'm deleting my account." Don't try to find it. Her account disappeared hours later. So what exactly is Delta 13? The theories are endless. Some believe it's the remnants of an unfinished corporate experiment, an AI-driven VR chat room that went wrong. Supposedly, the avatars inside aren't real players, but AI constructs stuck in a feedback loop, muttering fragments of human speech until they form something sinister. Others argue it's not artificial at all, but spiritual, that the metaverse has become so large, so heavily populated, it has started to attract the same energies as real-world haunted places. Just as abandoned hospitals and battlefields collect restless spirits, perhaps abandoned servers do too. Then there's the darkest theory, the one most users refuse to even discuss, that the server was designed on purpose. Some claim Delta 13 is part of a psychological experiment created by an unknown group, a digital test to see how far the human mind can be pushed inside virtual spaces. If that's true, the whispers, the glitches, the hallucinations, they're not accidents, they're features. But who would create something like that? And why? No one has answers. What we do know is that the legend continues to spread. On obscure forums, users share screenshots of distorted avatars with captions like, "I saw it too." Reddit threads get deleted after moderators claim the posts are causing paranoia. Discord servers ban anyone who posts the link. And yet, people keep searching, because that's human nature. When you tell someone not to press the red button, they press it. When you tell someone a place is cursed, they want to see it for themselves. Because if our minds are vulnerable to ghosts in the real world, what happens when we spend more time in virtual ones? What happens when the haunted house isn't outside in the dark, but inside your headset? And when you log out, how do you know you actually left? That's the story of the haunted server of 2025, an urban legend that blurs the line between digital and spiritual, fear and code, fiction and reality. So tell me this, if you got the invite right now, just a harmless looking link, would you click it? Or would you wonder if you've already been inside and just don't remember? After all, the whispers say the same thing to everyone. You shouldn't be here. But if you've heard those words, maybe you already are.